So welcome back to Cocktails Jamaica, and I'm your host Brandon Thomas. But I have a special guest for you today, and his name is Sidane Daly, otherwise known as Devonox, and he's an artist as well and a mixologist. He's going to make one of his favorite cocktails for you guys, give you the history, and also show the big belly bartender how it's done. But before we go right into the cocktail, I want you guys to subscribe, like and share, and if you're new to the channel, just click on the notification bell, ring my bell so you don't miss a video whenever I post any. So soon come. Today I'm the student, and you know, the special guest is going to teach me how to make this cocktail. I've never tasted the drink before, I've never done it before. So, Sidane, come in.
Hello Cocktails Jamaica. I'm Sidane, aka Devonox, and today I'm here to show you how to make an Irish coffee.
Hold on. So tell them where you used to work, where you work now, how long you've been in the industry, and why is this drink your favorite drink?
Alright, so I've been in the bartending industry for around 4 years now. Started off at Sandal South Coast, RIP to Butch Store.
You ever meet him in person?
Yeah, I have met him in person. He's a cool fella, and I think that a lot of people would, or how should I say, they wouldn't expect the personality of Butch Store.
So why you chose bartending?
For me, bartending is about creativity. Using your mind, using your taste, using all aspects of you to deliver a product to anyone. Yes.
It's like a present you're giving to someone.
Yeah, I'm a musician, and I've been doing this for like 7 years now. And within all of that, art is just my thing. Anything that enables me.
So you like include music into your bartending style or anything like that?
Alright, well, my persona as a performer tends to get out when I'm bartending.
Yeah.
So people would always look at me when I'm doing my stuff because I tend to flare a lot. But it's all about finding my groove and getting comfortable to do what I need to do.
Oh, okay. So what cocktail you would say is your favorite cocktail? Would you say the Irish coffee, or you have something else?
Alright, my all-time favorite?
Yeah, it can be all-time or just something we have on a daily basis.
Alright, so coffee. Alright, so the Irish coffee is one of my favorites.
Okay.
But I have different moods which call for different flavors. So sometimes a bit
sometimes coffee, sometimes tea.
Yeah. Sometimes coffee, sometimes tea. Just like.
So, alright, so why are you making the Irish coffee for us today?
Alright, before even getting into it, let's go into some history and just to enlighten the viewers on where the cocktail itself is coming from.
And the thing about what I like about the history of the cocktail is, like what the great Marcus Garvey would say, you have to know your roots, you have to know your future, you have to know where you're coming from, so you can know where you're going. So tell me a little bit about the coffee, where it was invented, who invented it, and why it was invented. Give me a look at that.
Alright, so the drink itself was invented by a chef.
Oh really? Not a bartender?
Not a bartender. A lot of people would expect that, a bartender would be the creator of this drink. But we get to the bartender part later.
Alright.
So there was a chef called Joe Sheridan, right?
Alright.
And it was a restaurant built on the airbase, Foynes airbase, located in Limerick, Ireland, right?
Oh, so Irish. Oh, okay. Me see why Irish coffee, Ireland. Okay, makes sense.
So the story goes that there was a flight, and due to the weather they had to turn back. And upon turning back, the business owners said to the chef that he should prepare something for the guests and the players coming back.
One of them didn't have a bartender at the bar, because if a chef come to my bar and
Good question.
want, create cocktail, I kind of feel offended by that. But
That's true.
Anything where he's just
That's true.
work
But,
with it.
it's not going into the history. Yeah.
Right.
So upon their arrival, he made a concoction from coffee, and he liked it, and he said, he's gonna serve this to the guests coming back, and the guests loved the cocktail, and he eventually made a part of the whole menu.
Oh, so it really makes sense, because I am assuming it was like a snowstorm, because I can't rain. A snowstorm, and them come back so the time cold, so they want something to warm them up.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
So, upon making that drink, it became a popular thing around the country. Alright, so the person that actually made the cocktail a big thing, right, was a writer called Stanton Delapin. Right? You would expect him to see him at the Air Force, so I guess, Delapin. But,
yeah, we get that.
But, he actually went to San Francisco with the recipe. Right? After going to San Francisco, there was a cafe, Vista Cafe, right, in San Francisco.
And then it would have made sense because a lot of people serve coffee at cafes, so it makes sense.
So he met a bartender called Jack Kepler, and Jack Kepler was the bartender who brought it to the world and make it a real popular drink.
All right. So what is in this cocktail otherwise from coffee?
All right. So other than coffee, Irish whiskey, So Irish whiskey, and we use brown sugar, right, as sweetener, and we top that off with heavy cream milk, right? But we're gonna get into the measurement and all that, right?
So you're gonna teach me how to make this drink, and you're gonna make me taste it as well.
Right now. So we start off by filling the glass, which is gonna be used with hot water.
And why is that?
So we fill it with hot water to take the temperature, the heat, right? So when we throw this out, adding the coffee retains that temperature.
Oh,
right?
so it keeps the drink warmer.
Yes.
For a longer period.
For a longer period.
Okay. Alright. Makes sense.
So
For the next step now?
We're gonna dump the water.
You can't dump water to it.
We're gonna add an ounce of sugar, right?
Alright. So an ounce of this or how are you gonna do this?
Alright, so 2 bar spoons equals, 2 bar spoons of sugar equals to 1 ounce of sugar, right?
Alright. Well guys, I guess it all depends on the bar spoon that you might have, but 2 tablespoons is equal to 1 ounce of liquid.
Alright?
Alright. Can I use demerara sugar or the syrup?
Yeah, it's interchangeable, so you can use anyone, It's practically the same thing, but the demerara syrup would be easier to mix in the whole mixture.
Okay. Alright.
So after adding our ounce of sugar, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add 2 ounces of Irish whiskey, right?
So what if we don't want it so strong? Could you just add an ounce or?
For lighter drinkers, I'd say you can use like an ounce. Depending on you and what your palates are like, So but for me, I'm I'll not say alcoholic, but I'm an alcoholic person, So we're gonna add 2 ounces of Irish whiskey.
And so you can use any Irish whiskey. It doesn't.
Yeah, use your favorite Irish whiskey. Because it's all about what you like. Alright?
So hold on, I can mix all this because I feel like.
Yeah, sure. Get yourself in.
Because I don't want to say this, stir it up like this, just to dissolve the sugar, right?
Yeah, just to get that sugar all mixed. Once we add the coffee, it's gonna be way easier.
Okay, alright. So we're gonna rush things here. So how much coffee you?
So typically, what we do, the coffee.
Yeah.
You coffee fill it right up to the brim. Well, not to the brim, because we're gonna add some heavy cream right on the top. So we're gonna fill it up. You're gonna see what's going on. So we're gonna fill it right here.
So I guess the hot coffee helps to dissolve the sugar as well. So,
yes.
Alright. Let me learn. And it smells good enough, people. Really good too.
So we added some heavy cream milk in the fridge. So I'm gonna stay that out and we're gonna handle that topping, right? And we've added the spring from the Hawthorne strainer into it just to help and whip the heavy cream.
So basically, this is a homemade whipped cream.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna shake this up, right? And you're supposed to get a clean look, right?
Oh, so that's okay.
Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna top it off. Top, you know what I mean? It looks real good to me.
But this is like you overshook it, man. Alright, this is the design that you want.
Alright, so typically you as I said, you should shake less. You know, we did a little bit of over shaking, but things turned out right.
Okay. So I see like you have cinnamon and nutmeg because I love cinnamon and nutmeg.
So you know, to add some aromas, you know, you're gonna get a little cinnamon over the top, you know what I mean?
And so this is optional or it's part?
It's optional, you know? A little bit of nutmeg over the top. But this is my preference, and you can do whatever you feel right for you. Right?
Smell it and so smells good. The cinnamon and the nutmeg smell really good.
Just like that. So
I'm here to taste it.
this is our Irish coffee. Yeah, you can, you know.
So what if it don't taste good? What do I have to say?
Just drop the glass.
Alright. Well, I love the aroma of the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It gives me this dark beer vibe. That Irish dark
Irish
beer.
whiskey kind of does that with the coffee.
Yeah.
And because
It's a very lovely drink.
Yeah, and because we added the hot water before,
Yeah.
you realize that the coffee is still, it has
Yeah,
a
man.
warm taste, yeah.
Coffee is strong though.
I love my coffee black. You know what I mean?
So what you would say to persons who, let's say for instance, the persons who can't have cream, you like recommend like a plant-based cream like cashew or hemp milk or anything like that, or even coconut milk, which is more
coconut.
easy accessible.
Personally, I recommend like the cashew or the coconut. You know what I mean? The coconut, you know, it's gonna add to the flavor.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense.
So if you want to even experiment, you know, and get rid of the heavy cream, you know, some people are lactose intolerant, you know, so
The people will get smelly when they drink.
you know, just like that. So you can always swap out this for that, you know.
Okay. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of the show. Thank you Mr. Daly for being here. Really appreciate it. Guys, remember to comment. You know, if City and Daly did a good job. And you can also check him out at Appleton Estate. And tell the people where they can follow you.
You can also find me on Instagram, Devanox45. So DEVANOX full stop 4, the number 4, and the word 5. Right? Right now, Instagram, YouTube.
Alright guys, and you know you can follow us at Cocktails Jamaica on Instagram and also Facebook. So big up on yourself. See you guys next week Friday. And also this drink is to celebrate Irish Coffee Day, right?
Right now.
So bye bye.